Welcome to the High-Tech Investments News Report for Week 10. The news report covers some of the many investments projects High-Tech Investments is currently involved in so you can follow our progress. We hope you will enjoy this news feed and look forward to your comments and remarks.
Hi, Bo here, and welcome back to this week's news report, where once again it is time to have a look back what happened in the last 7 days. Things has been extremely busy. Anybody who knows what's going on around in the world at the moment would definitely know this. But obviously we're here to talk about our financial situation. We're here to talk about all our trading. Last week here I did mention that profits were actually back up. They have been slumping for the past 1 or 2 weeks in here. Everything was very low. Maybe even some of the traders here was actually thinking about, okay, let's maybe cut some corners here. Let's start getting some profits. But that's also where you normally get yourself in trouble. We left all our EAs in the same manner. And what has happened this particular week here is we had a very, very good week, even better than the weeks before. And a lot of volatility in the market here, all based on what is actually coming out of the US at the moment. So that means that all these tariffs on and off, as they've been going on all the way through the week, has hit the market so quite significantly. And obviously some of them have managed to tank both up and down. Other ones have simply just gone in one direction, especially the US and the Canadian one in here. The one I'm showing here is actually a month of movement on the Great British Pounds CAD. Very similar is also when it comes to the US dollar, both against the British pounds and also against the euro in here. Things have been moving quite a bit for the past month overall, with all these different information coming out. Being on and off, uncertainty in the market creates all this over time. So definitely this is something that we have benefited from. And also if you are part of the copy service, you would have also seen that your profit has gone up this particular week in here. We have plenty of signals that you can copy already, different EAs, and they all of them have made extremely good profits for the past week. We're obviously going to have a look at that during this video here. Also, we have the new Trade Explorer. So I showed you the first examples of what was actually coming out for this 6-pair one that we have made. Things are looking very good. Profits are on the level that we expected, which is always quite nice to see, but it's still very, very early days. And also the drawdowns are still very much under control. It actually hit the ceiling. So to make sure that it doesn't fully go out of control, similar to what the Trade Explorer can do from time to time. So it's all in this particular video in here, where we're also gonna, again, have a look at Alex, Expert Forex, some of the videos that are out. Very, very interesting stuff as usual. And we're also gonna finish off here again with the copy service. We have a lot of signals in there. And again, you can go and have a look at it and then see which ones you want to pick and choose. So let's get into all of it straight away. So we're going to start off with Yieldnodes as always, go straight on the platform in here. Obviously nothing has changed. NFTs still has been claimed, as you can see. And I still have a bunch of outstanding euros that I can't get out. So we might as well just go to the audit coin reserve in here to see what happened from last week to this week. This is again all the total coins owned by Yieldnodes and participators in here. Things have been moving. So if we go straight down to PNY, 264 against 269. So an additional 5 in here for the week. And we also see 38.75 going to 38.96 on the SAP coin. And also the other SAP coins have actually been running on the masternodes, more of them all the way through here. So good to see at least that they are being updated and hopefully also providing some coins. But we still need obviously to have some value on all these coins, and that is still outstanding with the business model that basically Yieldnodes and Decenomy hasn't shown us yet. And if we go on BIRAC itself, so we can see also that the SAP coin, which is supposed to be the Rolls Royce, the first one that's actually going to move in this particular market, if it is that Yieldnodes and Decenomy is coming back, pretty much flat, as you can see. There's a few buys in here, but very, very little, and it has basically no change for the overall coins. But however, we are still masternoding, and this is also what we have done. We might as well do this, and lately it has been a lot of SAP coins that has come in here. We started off just with about 5,000 quite a few years ago, and now we're at 62,840, which is obviously great. We have this week, we have a 12% increase with 7,614 extra SAP, which is quite nice. But when you see, again, the value of the coins being so low, as I just showed you here, well, it doesn't really matter too much now, does it? So obviously, if this ever comes alive, if it ever comes back to where it used to be, then definitely we're in a good position. Otherwise, it's just bad luck, simply. And obviously, we are not really spending a lot of time and efforts on this particular one here. It's set up on our server, similar to the PNY you see, where we have 1,596 PNY coming in. For this particular week, we had also quite a bit of an increase with 3.8 for the week. And also here we have about 41,000 PNY. So plenty of coins. Problem is obviously the value. But the value also, when we go to Bitcoin versus USDT, that has also shrunk last time. And that means last week we left it about 92,000. So roughly. And then since then, things have been coming all the way down to 82, then back up to 92, and then dropped again. And currently, as we are shooting this particular video here, it is now showing at 82,000. And yeah, we're not exactly sure where everything goes, because the markets all around the world at the moment is definitely on edge with what's going on. So it's pretty much anybody's guess at the moment how this is going to turn out. What we do know, on the Trade Explorer side, the 6-pair one has turned out quite nicely. So the first full week that we have in here has actually provided $505 or 5.1%. And very similar actually to the 10-pair one, even though, as we said, there's less pairs, but we are using a profit factor in here that is a bit higher than on the 10-pair one, but also with a ceiling for it. And again, so we ended up, funny enough, almost on the same level, $509 or 5.1% for the 10-week one. So both of them doing extremely well. And obviously, 6-pair one has only been running for a very short time, where again, here we have the Link 146C, the most popular one on the CopyLink service. So it's doing quite well. We started off with a $10,000 account, now at more than 53. With a floating profit and loss. So this all happened Thursday, Friday. So with 1,213, it was a bit higher, then it slumped back down again. And as of also here Monday morning, it is even lower. It is recovering here at the moment. And again, the main part for this EA is 75.4% for the trade wins, which is very good, very high. Trades per day is around 12. And then a history now here also 662 days. So there's plenty of data in there. We're coming up to almost 2 years here soon. And if you go and have a look at the numbers themselves, again, versus the prior weeks, 509 this week, you can see it was slumping, 208, 167. And this is what we mentioned in the beginning of the video. You don't make any changes, even though you see this. Normally, you know, things will come back up again, and they certainly did. Very on the same level as the month before, where we were at 682. So this is a very good week for the Trade Explorer. Obviously, we're going to have also a look here at the 6-pair one. You can see the 6 pairs we've chosen. They all traded now. Aussie USD, Euro, Great British Pounds, Euro, Japanese, Great British Pounds, Japanese, Great British Pounds, USD, and then USD Swiss francs. These are the ones that has behaved best with that more than 600 days that we just went through. And again, you can see the balance up here, 10,559. Equity is actually below at the moment, which is very unusual for this EA, but that's because of the drawdown we had, and the drawdown was also slightly bigger, so versus the 10-pair one, and that's because one of these pairs in here was the one that had the drawdown. So it goes up a bit, obviously faster if it's only one currency pair in here, but it already hit the maximum lot. So that also means that the other one, the 10-pair one, would have surpassed it very, very quickly, where we can keep this one more under control. Trade wins are pretty much the same at the moment. Obviously, very limited data we have. So 74.5, and a monthly return is already calculated by FX Blue to be about 15%. So that's quite nice. That's also where we normally expect the 10 pair one to be, somewhere around 12 to 15. But the numbers on that particular one just looks lower because we're not changing the lot size, similar to we won't change that one on this one either in order to go on the coupling service. Trades per day, as you see, we have a bit less, 10, and then a history of only 10 days, so still very, very early. We have individual days since we started. You can see them here. Started off very low with 9 and a couple of 20s. Then again, the volatility of the markets at the moment, 144. And then also on Friday it was 116, so things are looking pretty okay. And that's actually what made up the entire week of $505 in here for the 6 pair one. So very nice graph, definitely going for the stars. What is also going well is actually the Wave Liberator. That one is a bit more moderate for this particular week here, even though all of them are high, as you'll notice. Euro Swiss francs coming in at $59, 5.9%. Same as the Great British Pound Swiss francs, also $59, 5.9%. With Great British Pounds, US, obviously volatile currency at the moment, $55, 5.5%. With Euro USD closely followed, 54, 5.4%. And then US Swiss francs, $49, 4.9%. You can see again, a lot of Swiss francs, a lot of USD, a lot of Great British Pounds in here, in the different mix. And the top 5 here actually made $276, 5.5% just for the week. So that is definitely very, very nice to see those big numbers again. We're also going to have a look at the entire portfolio. That one has come down. The floating profit and loss was about 19,000 last week. That has come down due to the change and fluctuation now in the markets. So that is quite nice. Again, monthly returns 1.1 or 11% if you are trading this on $1,000 accounts. Trade wins 67.8, so that is quite normal for this EA with 14 trades per day, and now a history we have here also of 566 days. So very nice, very stable, and you can find pretty much all of these links in here on our website, FX Blue. Go and have a look at them, see which ones are performing well. You can also wait until the end of the video here where you'll see more on the coupling service, and then jump back in on the website and find all these details in here. What we're going to have a look at is how is the entire portfolio doing. $669 versus $365 the week before, $192. So again, we have to go back to a month ago where we were at 706 to see some similar results. Definitely has been doing extremely well for this particular week. So very happy to see the profits are back up. RSI Liberator has also done extremely well. You can see the numbers are even better here. So the US Swiss francs, again, same currency pairs are popping up, $117, 11.7%. We are still talking just 1 week. If you translate that into a month, basically we are looking at more than 40%, so quite good. Great British Pounds USD, $92, 9.2%, with Euro CAD, $78, 7.8%. And then CAD Swiss francs, $72, 7.2%, and then Euro Swiss francs, $64, 6.4%. Overall, pretty much all these ones here, most traders would be happy to see that kind of profit in the entire month, not just the week. So we actually made $423, 8.5% for the week on these particular ones. So great stuff. RSI Liberator is obviously good. Also here, floating profit and loss has come down. So quite significantly, we're talking about 40, almost 50% in here. So doing quite well, with the trade win also as high as 66%. And then we have trades per day, a bit more, about 18, almost 19 in here. And we also have a history now of 11 months, 335 days to be exact. And again, also in here on the website, you'll find a lot of these links for the coupling service. And definitely, again, have a look at the top 5 results that I showed you. Go to the FX Blue, see if you're happy with the drawdowns of the individual accounts. so you can decide which ones you actually want to copy, which ones you don't, which one falls outside of your risk area. So again, money at the end of the day for the entire portfolio, 782. So that's very, very high. And the best one we have seen for 2025, we have to go back to November. 834 was what actually came out. So the RSI Liberator, sometimes it's a bit behind some of the other EAs. This week, it all makes up for it again. So again, as I mentioned, all of these you can find on our website, individual EAs. We basically set them up in such a way that you can follow everything on the site. Everything is split up. We show you the profits. They are available 24/7. So, and if we go and have a look at the Hedged EA, which is one of the newest ones we have in here, you will find that the top 5 EAs have done extremely well this week. So this profit is even higher, with Euro CAT at $148, 14.8%, and Euro USD, $140, 14% clean, with Euro Aus, $98, 9.8%, and Euro Swiss francs, $83, 8.3%, and then Great British Pounds, Swiss francs, $75, 7.5%. And overall, these top 5, if you would have traded those on 5 $1,000 accounts, you would have made $544, 10.9%, more than you should normally expect on any trading accounts for the entire month. So definitely Hedge EA is something you need to have in your portfolio. And when we look at it, we can see that this is actually floating profit and loss, the first time in a long time where we have a bigger floating profit and loss than the closed profits. So again, this is for the market that has happened. It is very much under control, so it's only a small one here. And we also only have 49 trading days so far. We are talking about this trailing profit and loss that can actually last up to 2 or 3 months. So before it actually initiates and then flies off with plenty of profits. Trade wins here, 71%, very good, very high numbers. With trades per day, about 17. So again, these ones here, they are not on the coupling service right now. It's simply too young. We hope to get them involved here in the month of March. But you can already now go on the website again, click on them, and you can have a look at the individual ones to see which ones you might want to copy once we actually announce, also on this particular channel here, of course, which ones has been now added to it. So let's go and have a look at the individual weeks. Also here, this is the highest week we have for the Hedge EA, 996. So the entire portfolio is extremely strong and actually beats what we did in early February with 880. So again, be careful when you are having slumped results in here. Don't turn up the EAs or basically risk more, because all of a sudden the profit's going to come back. And if you have made adjustments that you're not able to get out of, then you're going to be in deep, deep trouble. We're going to continue on the Lucky Trader. Also here, as you'll notice, big results for the week. EuroCAT, $142, 14.2%, with Great British Pounds CAT at $116 or 11.6%, followed by Euro Swiss francs, $97, 9.7%, with Euro USD, $87, 8.7%, and then Great British Pounds USD, $79, 7.9%. And again, an entire week has been shoveled with a profit here that you would normally expect in an entire month, $521, 10.4%. So all of these EAs are working extremely well with our new settings, as you can see. And even the portfolio is definitely good. The balance we have is 16 accounts, $10,000 on each of them. We have a floating profit and loss of 6,400, but we have a lot more profits here at the moment, so that is good. But we are also about 4 months in, 127 days, so that is not so unusual. So definitely looking good, and trade wins of almost 70%, with trades per day very active, 22 in here. That's also why we have a lot of them on our website again, where you can find some of these, and hopefully we'll also add more of the Lucky Trader to the coupling service here in March. We'll try and see how many Alex is actually letting us join with. So again, for the entire portfolio, we have a very good week, $868 in here. It has been surpassed also what we had in February, so very in line with that. So great to see that so much profit has actually come back. And we also have to look at the Bell Trader for week 10. So this one also doing extremely well with the US CAD, $130, 13% straight, with Aussie Swiss francs, $57, 5.7%, CAD Swiss francs, $55, 5.5%, and then Aussie USD, $48, 4.8%, with New Zealand Swiss francs at $43, 4.3%, and overall, it's not as high as the Hedged EA, but $333 or 6.7% is definitely extremely well, also for the Bell Trader here. Entire portfolio, we can also see that the 16 accounts of 10,000 each, we have floating profit and loss that actually went up here this week, which is the first time that we have seen it over the closed profits. It has been extremely low, somewhere around the 300 and 500 mark. This week here, definitely a lot of the currency pairs has been on the move, as I spoke about. And that's why you have the floating profit and loss over the closed profits here at the moment. The monthly returns is showing around 0.8 or 8% on the $1,000 accounts. But the trade wins continue to be high with 72, almost 73%. And trades per day is a bit low. So this is the lowest one we have with almost 10 trades per day on average. History is now about 3 months with 98 days. So things are looking up also for the Bell Trader, which we have obviously on the copy link service. We have a few links here already. More hopefully should also be added to Expert Forex. And then we'll have to have a closer look at and see where we are with the profit versus the other months or weeks in here. And 420 is what the portfolio actually made. It's a bit lower than last week, but last week was a really good week for the Bell Trader in here. Again, just shows that the settings are obviously not the same. So there's different ways of doing it. And now it seems to be cashing in quite nicely. It was a bit low in the beginning. Now it seems to have the momentum to continue to cash in every single week. And Alex also doing a couple of videos here at the moment. So this is the tool that he's talking about here at the moment, again with some moving averages, and also there's new indicator. So this is not the moving average indicator. So this is a new one, and I'll let you actually have a look in the video here to see which one that is. Obviously, he's combining different indicators here to not only find the entry point, but also the exit point. And that's what this little marker here is all about. So go and have a closer look at the video there and see how he explains it. And then apart from this, also he's showing us how we can actually set up these meta platforms in less than a minute. I'm not sure I can do that, but anyway, the system that he has works quite well. We can also set up quite a few accounts. So that's not really a problem. It is easy once that you have learned how things are being done and how you have to set them up. It's a quick and easy flow. Last but not least, he also has another video again where he's asking you to come in, have a look at his Forex trading room to see how he has set up his items. And yeah, we don't have that many EAs, but definitely we are getting very close to about 100 in here. So from our side, and all of these you can actually find, well, we have not all of them on the copy link service, but some of the best ones we actually have. And this is again an extract from Expert Forex website in here. So this shows the best monthly average gains. And here it's updated on the 9th of March. Again, the top one is 39 in here. And basically this is not necessarily the profits. This is from the equity we have. So it had a bigger drawdown. It might also have a bigger gain in here, but you can see the rest of them is very, very equal. Anything from 23 to 12% in here. They are closely matched, and all the ones that are highlighted in yellow is actually our links in here. So we got quite a lot of them, producing a lot of good profits. We also have to show you the top 12, and this is the Excel from Alex's and Expert Forex website in here. You simply go in, you download it, and then we basically do a bit of a cleanup from it. So floating profit and loss of all the accounts that is in there. We don't want to see anything that is actually higher than $300. So we make sure that we sort that out. Then we also go to the total negative weeks in the last 8 weeks. We don't want to have anything that is above 300 either in here. So you can see they're all less than minus 300. So that's good. Then we also take the return on total drawdown. Has to be more than 200 in here. And then we get that individual list when we then do the gains for the last 8 weeks, going from high to low. You can see that the top one here is 72%, and then 52, 47, and then all the way down to 22% in here. So very good profits over the past 8 weeks. We have also highlighted, as usual, again in red, all our signals. You can see they are strongly represented on the top 12 in here. And the list is actually a bit longer as usual. We show you the full list that actually has the same setup and also the same search patterns in here. These are all accounts that you can go and have a closer look at. Click on the individual links in here. We have just for the purposes highlighted our links. All of these ones are actually $1,000 accounts that can be set up. And with the profits ranging from 7 all the way up to 72%, they are definitely all worth having a great look at. So this is what we had in this week's news report. As you can see, profits are good, profits are high, profits are stable. Very nice to see also that a lot of our EA settings all the way through the platform, the different types of EAs that we have. And also just make sure that when you go in on the coupling service here, you mix it up both with individual EAs and also different currency pairs, especially at the moment here with the trade wars going on through all sorts of European markets, Chinese, US, Canada, and most probably there will be more to come also. Make sure that you are diversified on your robots. Make sure you are diversified on your currency pairs. At the moment, I also suggest that you actually make some smaller portfolio accounts in here and making sure that you don't have more than 1 or 2 currency pairs exposed to, for example, on the US dollar. So make sure you have a good mix in here to basically balance out your entire portfolio, because this is a risky time at the moment with high volatility. So it's great, plenty of profit, but also things can go horribly wrong, especially if there is a trade war or even a real war that is going to go on. We don't really know exactly where everything is going at the moment. So be cautious, curious always of the information that you are getting out there, and then lower your profit margins if that helps on your risk at the end of the day. We certainly believe that this is worth having a closer look at. We evaluate all our signals every single week, and even sometimes through the week itself also, depending on what is actually going on. We suggest you do the same thing. So I hope I gave you a good insight as to what is actually making money, how we are actually doing things, and I will also hopefully soon start a few tutorial videos again of the new system that I have put in place that you can see works really well. They are some of the best signals on the coupling service. And obviously, we also want to share that now that we have a good set of history and data on exactly how this works. And it's a bit more safe and secure than the other ways that things have been done in the past. So I hope also to see you next week again. Please give me a thumbs up and a like, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye-bye.
I hope you enjoyed our news report. So please don't forget to like and add your comment below, as we would love to get your feedback. But before you go, make sure you subscribe to the channel and don't forget to keep the notification bell turned on. That way, you will never miss any of our future videos. We hope to see you back on this channel very soon.